While many people go and appreciate the various current stars of the NBA like LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and so on, many more are already looking at the future of the league via players like Devin Booker, Zion Williamson, and, of course, Luka Doncic. Doncic may have started out as just another European player, but he has ascended to a level beyond what was expected, and he's already reaping the rewards of his new NBA life, including being worth quite a bit of money. So allow us to show you the lifestyle and net worth of Luka Doncic. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 7. Net worth. So let's go and look at the biggest factor in Luka's lifestyle, his net worth. Believe it or not, it's not as big as you might think at present, as he's only valued at about $8 million, which is obviously a lot of money to a lot of people, but in this context, it's paltry compared to the values of many top NBA stars like Luka hopes to be one day. But there is a good reason for this small amount so far. Doncic, who was the 3rd overall pick of the Atlanta Hawks in the 2018 NBA draft but traded him for Trae Young, signed a $5.5 million contract in his rookie year with the Mavericks. This is also the part where it needs to be mentioned that Marvin Bagley III was picked before him, and you don't hear about that guy anymore, now do you? The deal, however, didn't come easy, as the team had to settle a buyout agreement with Doncic's former team in the EuroLeague, Real Madrid. This past season, which included the bubble playoffs, he reportedly earned at least $7.6 million. That's not counting his performance bonuses like making it to the NBA All-Star Game, the All-NBA First Team, and the NBA playoffs. Then, there are compensations for extra promotional appearances, which is at least $3,500 per event, according to the NBA Collective Bargaining Agreement. That's the thing that people honestly forget when it comes to Luka. He's only in his 3rd NBA season. His first one was great. His second one was when he did epic in the first-round playoff match, and now he's got a lot of expectations put on him for round 3. So, if he performs like many want him to, he'll go and be getting better much more in his net worth soon enough. Number 6. Journey to the NBA. As we teased in the last entry and the intro to our video, Luka Doncic didn't have the traditional path to the NBA like many players who enter the draft, as he was a European player first and then came to the NBA after proving his worth there. And we well and truly mean proving his worth there. He debuted for Real Madrid in Spain when he was just 15. His debut for the Spanish basketball club's senior team made him the youngest player in history to do so. Think about that. We've all heard of players who could go pro when they're young, but 15? That's something else entirely. In doing this transition from Slovenia to Spain, he also learned how to speak Spanish to better assimilate to his new home. It wasn't easy, and he had to leave a lot behind, but he knew that it was necessary to further his basketball career. With Real Madrid, he won a 2018 EuroLeague title and was crowned EuroLeague MVP. A year earlier, he led the senior Slovenia national team to a Eurobasket title. It was Slovenia's first Eurobasket championship in history. So he wasn't just a guy who could play some ball, if you will. He was a guy who very much proved for multiple years that he could go and win titles and awards via his playing skill. So he was already a champion before he even came to the NBA. He's just that good. And that's why he's making good money and getting good deals worth a lot of money as well. Number 5. The Jordan deal. We're going to mention Michael Jordan twice in terms of entries on this list, but the first one has to do with business. Because after Luka Doncic started to show that he was a real stud in the league, many people wanted to get him for deals, including major shoe deals. There was a big fight for him, believe it or not, but in the end, the Jordan brand won out. It's a real honor to be part of the Jordan family, especially at such an exciting time for them and for me, Doncic said in a statement. I'm looking forward to working with the team and hopefully making my own mark on the future of the brand. For me, when I knew Jordan Brand was interested, I was really excited. It's a brand with an amazing history. The more I learned about their plans and how much they believe in me, it became an easy decision. He went on to note that he loved how the Jordan brand only has a few athletes representing them, and that they're all world class, which says a lot in regards to how they feel about him. There's no doubt that many people feel that Luka is world-class, especially after his performance in the bubble playoffs. And this Jordan deal, no doubt, will help him get a whole heaping amount of money, especially if they sell well and Luka's stock keeps going up. Number 4. Focus. There are a lot of elements to Luka Doncic's lifestyle that can be talked about, but for a young adult, he's surprisingly wise in terms of how he views basketball. When talking with the Jordan brand, he was asked about stats and how they affect his mindset when playing the game. Listen to what he had to say about that. Stats are a big thing now in sports, and something the media focuses on and talks about a lot. But if you're not winning games, the individual stats mean very little. Winning is the priority for me, so it's all about doing my best for the team, to give us the best chance. That says a lot because many players in the NBA right now are ones who have been molded into thinking that they need to only worry about their own stats, and the team will rise with their tide. But as all-time legends like Michael Jordan and Lebron James will attest to, you can rack up the score all you want, but if your team doesn't contribute, you won't win titles. Number 3. Role model. Another element of Luka Doncic that is honestly to be admired is that he is the kind of guy who might not turn the other cheek every time, but he will try at least to make sure he does things the right way. I understand the responsibility of being in the public eye and playing in the NBA. I've always tried to behave in a way that I think is right and that my family would be proud of. If that means I can influence young people in a positive way, that's great, and I'll continue to do that. That also means a lot because there are certain players out there who are very much not role models in one form or another, or don't utilize the platform they have to the fullest. So seeing Luka do that is refreshing. Number 2. The dogs. Pets are a beautiful thing that many people have, and so it shouldn't be a surprise that Doncic has 2 pets, both dogs. One is a Pomeranian, Hugo, and the other is a white Swiss Shepherd, Gia. You could say he's a dog lover, and if you follow either him or his girlfriend on Instagram, you'll have seen numerous pictures of his pooches. In fact, they're basically the focus of said social media accounts. So why does this matter when most people only care that he plays basketball? These dogs show that he's setting down roots and is taking the time to enjoy life outside the NBA in a meaningful way, and not just in a way that many people perceive certain NBA players off the court. Number 1. Humble in the face of the greatest of all time. During his historic rookie season, Luka Doncic was naturally selected for the rookie team during the NBA All-Star Weekend, which led him to meet the one and only Michael Jordan. Jordan and Luka had actually been compared to each other in terms of their impressive rookie years, the stats that they had put up in those 2 years, and more. Luka deflected the comparisons though and noted that people were reading into them too much and that Michael was one of a kind. As for their actually meeting, he noted in an interview afterwards that he was so nervous he forgot to ask for a picture with him. Doesn't that just say a lot? That he was so nervous about meeting this all-time legend that he couldn't even remember to take a picture. It's a bit adorable, and all the more reason to like Luka Doncic. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at Luka Doncic and how his life and journey so far have led him to this point in terms of fame and wealth? Do you think that he is destined to be one of the biggest stars in the NBA? Do you think he's already getting closer to that goal right now? How well do you think he and the Mavericks are going to do this season? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.